Hello, my name's John Price, and this is a short video talking about the special one no trump response to an opening bid. And it's aimed at intermediate bridge players. Now, bridge is very much a game where you have to trust your partner. And there are lots of promises made to your partner to develop this trust. For example, the opener makes a promise. She makes a promise to a partner that if they respond with a new suit, then the opener will definitely bid again. Sometimes an opener doesn't take enough care looking at their hand. They see their opening bid, but they don't look ahead. And when the response comes back that's something they don't all that keen on, they feel they haven't got a second bid, so they'll pass. That mustn't happen. And it mustn't happen because the responder may just be sitting there with a really big hand herself. And she doesn't want to make a big jump to tell you you've got a good hand, because that takes out the opportunity of you describing your hand properly. But she's terribly fearful that you might miss out on a game if you pass. So if your partner responds with a new suit, then you must bid again as an opener. But the responder also makes a promise to the opener. And this promise is that when the responder looks at their hand, if they've got 6 points or more, even though the hand looks a total rubbish, if there are 6 points or more, then they will do everything in their power to ensure that the opener has an opportunity to bid a second time. The opener is desperate to bid 2 times to describe their hand, and you must allow them to do that. And that will ensure then the opener, who comes up with a really big hand, maybe we're talking about here 18, 19, possibly even 20 points, can still make an ordinary bid at level 1, and then later on tell you all about the size of this hand. Okay. Keeping this promise, the responder keeping this promise, will sometimes be a little bit of a stretch. And you might have to resort to a special response of one no trump, which has a special meaning. However, you might only resort to this very few times, not as often as you may think. Let's look at this hand here. We've got 6 high card points and 1 for the extra club, so it's definitely a 7-point hand. And the more I look at it, I'm warming to this hand. You've got quite a lot of good intermediate cards. You've got 3 10s. I give myself an extra half a point for any 10 that is with an honour. So that 10 of clubs is definitely worth an extra half a point. And you've got 2 other 10s as well. That's okay, it's a 7-point hand, but it's a good 7-point hand. I'm looking forward to the bidding. My partner has bid 1 diamond. The next player has passed, and I need to make a response. I've got to make a response, haven't I? I've got 6 points or more. And I'm liking my hand, but what do I respond? Well, clubs is my suit. Can I go 2 clubs? Not at all. If you respond at the 2 level, you are saying you've got 10 points or more. So that's ruled out. Well, then I can't bid hearts, and I can't bid spades. I've only got 3 of them. And now you remember. The responder has a special bid of 1 no trump. When all else fails and you can't think of another response, you can go 1 no trump. Now remember, This is a special bid. It's not saying anything about your shape of your hand, though you do have a no trump hand, but your one no trump didn't say that. The one no trump says, partner, I have got 6 points or more, but I can't think of anything else to bid, so I'm going one no trump, and the message will be received. You've met this before. What about this? This sometimes puts people off. It's the same hand, and your partner has still opened one diamond, but now the opposition have got in there and overcalled one heart. Well, isn't it the same? We can still do our special one no trump bid, telling the partner we've got our 7 points. Well, in this case, you shouldn't. Remember, the promise that you're made is that you will definitely ensure that your partner will be able to bid again. As soon as the opposition get involved with that one heart bid, even when you pass, your partner will have an opportunity to bid again. So actually, we are not all that obliged to bid. But we do have 7 points. Shouldn't we still go one no trump? And the answer is no. What we should do is pass. If we did go one no trump, we would be telling our partner that we have got a stopper in that suit that's been bid by the opposition, a stopper in hearts. Now, when you say a stopper, it could be 4 hearts to the jack, or 3 hearts to the queen, maybe 2 hearts to the king, but we don't have any of those, so you wouldn't bid that special one no trump bid now, because it has, because of the involvement of the oppositions, a little bit of an extra meaning. Okay, new hand. Not so good, only 5 high card points, but we've definitely got an extra point for that length in diamonds, so this is a 6-point hand. May not look all that great, but if our partner bids, we need to get involved to complete that promise. Our partner bids 1 club and the opposition pass. Okay, so we have to bid, but that's no problem. We've got a 5-card diamond suit. Now you might be tempted to think, well, yes, but we've also got a 4-card spade suit, though it's only to the queen. Yes, diamonds are definitely better, but should we be denying our partner that we've got spades? Look, just bid naturally. Bid your longest suit, in this case, it's diamonds, and so bid 1 diamond. If you've got 5 diamonds and 5 spades, perhaps you might be tempted to, but I personally wouldn't. I think I'd still stay at diamonds. And the reason is that if now the second bid of our partner involves spades, then where spades are on, we'll have a fit in spades, but they said it first and they will be playing the contract. If we bid spades now and it turns out that we're in a spade contract, the good hand will be shown in the dubby and we'll be left with this feeble hand here being hidden from the opposition. So just stay with 1 diamond. Same hand, but this time you're opening a bid 1 heart. Okay, well, 2 diamonds? No, that's not on. We haven't got enough points. We need 10 points or more to respond at the 2 level. So now do we bid one spade? It's only 4 spades and it's to the queen, but I guess, and the answer is yes. Only go 1 no trump if there's nothing else you can do, and 4 hearts, 4 spades to the queen is definitely okay. Same hand again. This time the partner goes 1 spade. Oh, now this is much better. Now we've already found a fit in a major suit. That's terrific. So let's reevaluate our hand. We know we've got 8 spades between us. We can reevaluate, and now we can count extra points for these two doubletons. That's one each, so that's an extra. We had 6. It's an 8-point hand. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go 2 spades. Or maybe you're into counting losers. Well, we have 2 losers in clubs, the 9 and the 2. 2 in diamonds, the 9 and the 8. 2 in hearts, the 10 and the 3. That's 6 losers. And we've got 2 in the spades, that's 9 and the 8. This is an 8 loser hand. Ugh. So is 3 spades on? That doesn't actually look worth 3 spades. And the problem is having the queen, the 9 and the 8 of spades. Officially, that's just 2 losers. But queen and 2 others, that's sort of like having a 2.5 loser hand. Go with your gut here. You know that that's a pretty weak hand, but 2 spades is a nice contract. Oh, 5 high card points, but 1 extra for the extra club and 1 extra for the extra spade. Yes, you've got 5 spades, so you've got to give yourself 1 extra for that. So that's 5, 6, 7 points. I'm rather warming to this hand here. What's my partner going to do in this case? Oh, they've opened 1 club. Fantastic. We've got a lovely fit in clubs. Oh, this is terrific. Let's do the losing trick count. 3 in spades, 1 the singleton in hearts. That's going to be valuable. That's 4. 5, 6 in diamonds, 7, 8. It's an 8 loser hand. How about jumping up to 3 clubs here? That would be terrific, and we'll do well in clubs. The only problem is that clubs are a minor suit. If we did get 3 clubs, we'd earn 60 points plus a part score bonus. Whereas with simply 2 hearts or even 2 spades, you'd also get 60 points. And you only need to make 8 tricks. And if you're in 1 no trump and get an extra trick, that's 70 points. 1 club, 3 clubs might sound good, but it's minor suit. And I tell you what, 1 club, 2 clubs is... Ugh. Can you find an alternative? Is there an alternative here? And I think there is, isn't there? You've got some nice spades. 1 club, you bid 1 spade. I know there isn't an honour card in that, but trumps is all about length. And if your partner can support spades, if they've got 4, or maybe they've got 3 but got 3 good ones, you're onto a winner here. So you bid spades in this case. You don't have to bid the special 1 no trump. Right. We're getting worse, aren't we? 5 high card points, nothing for length. Oh, now is this an example where we're going to have to pass our partner's opening bid? We've got a 10. In fact, there are 3 10s, but one of them's with an honour. This is a 5.5 point hand. I want to advise you to stretch a point with this rule about 6 points. If you can make it into 6 points in a generous way, you've got 3 10s there and a 9. I think you can be bold enough to make this 6 points. Be positive. Your partner will thank you in the end. Then if your partner's going to open, we're going to make a response here. And they have 1 diamond. Good. Now, is this a case of we've got a fit in diamonds? So we could go do 1 diamond, 2 diamonds. Shall we do that? Please avoid that. I've got nothing against the diamond suit, except that they've been awarded fewer points than hearts and spades. That's why there's so much fuss about the major suits. 1 diamond, 2 diamonds, avoid it if you possibly can. Are there alternatives? Well, yes, we do have our special alternative of going 1 no trump. Shall we do that? But I'm going to surprise you. I'm going to say, don't go 1 no trump in this case. Go 1 spade. Yes, I can feel your shock. 4 spades to the 10. You must go a major if you've got a major. Trumps is all about length, and spades and hearts, they are the major suits. So if we went 1 no trump, we would in fact be denying that we've got a 4 card major. So go 1 spade rather than 1 no trump, and then just see how things work out. Oh, right, I've given you a better hand now, but I think you know what's coming next. We've got 7 high card points. We've got 1 extra for the diamond. That's an 8-point hand. I know we've got a singleton 8 of hearts, but I'm not going to get excited about that until we find we've got a match somewhere. But I dread to think what's coming next. Yes, 1 heart bid, and now we have to decide what to bid. Don't think about 2 diamonds because you haven't got enough points. So are we going to bid 1 no trump because there's absolutely nothing else we can do? We can't bid hearts. And seriously, John, seriously, you're not expecting us to bid 1 spade? 4 spades to the 6? Yes, you must do that. In fact, if your partner's sitting with 4 spades to the ace, king, queen, 10, then your hand is fabulous. And there'll be a game bid going on there, especially with that wonderful singleton 8 of hearts. So think about using that 1 no trump bid. If there's any alternative, you really need to go for it. So what's my conclusion? 3 little points. Please avoid the 1 club, 2 club, or 1 diamond, 2 diamonds. I know I haven't got anything about the minor suits personally, but they do have so few points awarded to them. On the other hand, be perfectly happy about going 1 heart, 2 hearts, and the same in 1 spade, 2 spades. You know about the special 1 no trump response, but only do it if there's nothing else you can do. And certainly never deny a 4 card major. 4 or more cards in a major, no matter how small the cards are. And finally, if you've got one of those marginal hands, 5 high card points, have a look around. See if you can make it an excuse to make it into a 6-point hand, and then you can respond. When your partner's sitting there with 19 points, then your 6-point hand may well be invaluable, and you might have missed a game if you just stuck with passing. Thanks for listening.